Hello, everyone. How are you? We are live. It's good to have all of you here. I'm going to go ahead and give the greeting, and then we will get started. On this episode of YouTube Talk with Denise Jordan, we're going to talk about YouTube camera presence, affiliate marketing, and a few updates from the recent Grow with Video Live that I attended. It was on fire. And of course, I'll give updates on open invites and collaborations. If we're just meeting, welcome to YouTube Talk with Denise Jordan. I teach creatives how to grow their influence through YouTube. So if that sounds like something that you want to do, then hit that subscribe button and double tap that little bell icon so you don't miss any upcoming strategy sessions. If you've joined me on the replay, welcome. You'll get great value from what we do here tonight. Please jump in on the conversation, leave your comments, ask any questions, and I'll try to get back to you. And for those of you who have joined me live, how you doing? I appreciate your hanging out with me tonight. So, hey, Michelle. Or rather, let's see. Hey, Darcy at Organized by Darcy. Tammy at Me, Myself, and I'm DIY. And Wendy, always busy. It is always good to see you. As well as Bright Creations. Bright Creations, I forgot your name. I am so sorry. And I Style My Style. That's Cheryl. So welcome to you as well. And I think I've greeted everyone. And Me, Myself, and DIY. Tammy, I think I greeted you already. So, yes, hello, everybody. There's Mary from Rocky Mountain Gardens. And then a cozy life. God, I can't even read now. A cozy life with Clarissa Coward. So it's good to have you with us as well, Clarissa, as always. So, hey, everybody. It is so good to see you. I attended a YouTube conference last week. Today is Sunday. I have to keep asking myself, like for the last few days, like, well, what day is it? But I attended a YouTube conference last week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. It was a Grow with Video Live hosted by Shangielivinglifetothefullest. And oh my goodness, it was truly amazing. LaTanya Edmonds from, I can't remember the name of her channel now, something about eating or food or whatever. But I think LaTanya was there too, because I spotted a name and I thought, wait, hey, is that LaTanya? The conference was virtual. Last year it was in Vegas, and so I went out to Vegas for the day. This year it was a 3-day conference and it was virtual. So hey, Karen, good to have you with us. Always good to have you with us as well. I see Diva has jumped on and joined us. And I think I've greeted everyone so far. So, hey, everybody, it is so good to see you. But before we get started, what you sipping on? Let me know. You guys know how nosy I am. So what are you sipping on tonight? I have got chicken broth. Can you believe that? I'm drinking chicken broth. But here's the thing. My husband's having a colonoscopy tomorrow. And he's been on a clear liquid diet since yesterday. He had to have clear liquids like 7-Up, chicken broth, apple juice all day yesterday and today. And then he starts taking that prep, to make you move your bowels. Well, I felt sorry for him. So I thought, I'll join you in the liquid diet. So I've been having just chicken broth. Well, I did have a smoothie yesterday morning and yesterday afternoon, but the rest of the day was chicken broth. Today, I had one smoothie this morning and the rest of the day, chicken broth. I am so hungry, but I figured if he can go for 2 days with just chicken broth and 7-Up and that kind of thing, and then take that prep, I can certainly do that too. And I didn't want to cook dinner and have all these tantalizing smells and torture him. So we're both doing the liquid diet thing. Hey, Ellen from Glamour. Ellen, it's good to have you with us as well. Tammy says she's drinking milk. Wendy has iced coffee. Diva's eating ice cream. Oh, I've been fiending for ice cream. A couple days ago, I tried to convince him to take me to Dairy Queen. He's like, no, we're on a diet. Tammy, I haven't seen anything with a screen blinking out, so can't help you there. Oh, Carol said, Hey, Carol, I didn't realize you had popped on. She said that prep makes her sick. Well, he's not feeling very good right now. That's why I was a little late jumping on because I went downstairs just to check on him. He had this look on his face. I was like, honey, are you all right? He says, I think I'm a little nauseous. So I just hope he makes it to the bathroom if he does get nauseous because I'm not into cleaning up anything tonight. He's like, once you get above 6 years old, you need to make yourself get to the bathroom if you've got to barf. So anyway, so there's that. So no lemonade and no coffee tonight, just chicken broth. And you know, I need to do that anyway because I need to get my cholesterol under control. And then I've got a doctor's appointment in a month and I got to get lab work drawn. So this is a good start from that. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get started because, you know, guys, I've been trying to keep our shows to an hour and a half at the most. And if I can get them down to an hour and 15 minutes, that'll be good. But oh, and in case you guys notice, I've got on my red dress and my little red apron, red plaid apron. Matches the video that I did today. Well, you know what? The video that I posted today was about that orange and sage chicken. Well, I had actually shot that video weeks ago, and then I was editing it. I was been working on the editing for the last couple of days and realized I never shot an intro. So I had to put the red dress, the apron on, comb my hair. Well, my hair is a little different. My hair was a hot mess in that video. I don't know why. But anyway, I had to get all dressed again, put my face on and all that so I could shoot the intro for that video. Everything else was done, but for some reason, I never shot an intro. So that's why I've got on red today. And you guys are seeing me with my face on because, you know, I don't always do that for you guys. Thank you, Mary. She says it's the cutest apron. Thank you, Cheryl. Yes, girl, I love my aprons. I love pretty aprons. I think they're just so feminine and I just feel so girly and just so pretty. But anyway, so there's that. But that's why I got this on. All right, let's see. Okay, so I'm going to start out with the Level Up Friday. Yeah, Karen, red is one of my best colors, and so I wear it a lot. So I want to start out with Level Up Friday. And if you're asking yourself, Level Up Friday, well, in case you don't remember, the Level Up Friday is a thread that is on our Sister Circle Facebook page. And you are encouraged to drop your latest video in that thread that shows how you apply the information, the strategies that we're working on for this month. And then when you drop your video in there, then you should watch 2 videos above you so that you can see what other people are doing and leave any comments or suggestions. Only comments and suggestions that are helpful. So yes, hey B52, good to have you with us as well. So Diva says I'm looking good in her favorite color. You know, red's my favorite color too. Red, yellow, and black. Now I don't wear a lot of yellow, but it's one of my favorite colors. But I do love red. I used to have enough red. I could wear red every day and not wear the same thing. Don't have as much anymore. All right. So anyway, you're going to be dropping your latest link in the Level Up Friday thread on our private YouTube channel, our private Sister Circle YouTube Facebook group. And if you're not a member of the private Facebook group, I'll drop the link in the description box so that you can join. Hey, V, thank you. Yeah, I was back last week. And it was good. I'm actually doing pretty good. I haven't talked to V from Biology in a while, but I'm actually doing pretty good. I talked to a girlfriend yesterday, and I was like, I'm surprised I'm doing so well. So she said it just kind of comes and goes, and it does come and go, and so we'll just see. But yes, I'm doing well, V. And then Antoinette has dropped in as well, so good to see you. All right, so now the September challenge, as a reminder, the September challenge is to work on marrying our titles with the first 3 lines of our description box. And we talked all about that last week. gave you guys some examples, so I'm not going to go through that again tonight. But just want to remind you guys that the September challenge is to try to really do a good job leveling up with our titles, our description box, and our thumbnails, and then also your tags, because even though they're not as important, they can still be helpful in getting your video recommended on search and different things like that. So we want to make sure that we are using the title and the keyword phrase in the opening segment of our videos. So let's be sure to do that. And if you forgot some of that stuff, you can look at next week and kind of see about, reviewing that. Yeah, Gail, I'm actually doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. So again, as you apply the challenge for September, be sure to drop your links in the Level Up Friday thread. And then before we get into the shout outs and start on today's strategy session, one of the topics that we took up last week, just very briefly, was about, and this was during our YouTube strategy session, was about the number of Tablescape challenges that we see. And so we talked about whether or not doing so many Tablescapes were a good move for your channel. People wanted to know, does it hurt your channel? Does it help your channel? But it all depends upon what it is you're trying to do. When you're in a certain season of your YouTube journey, you're just trying to get subscribers. You want to get more views. You want to gain subscribers. So you jump in on a lot of collaborations and different things like that just to try to do that. So that's the purpose of most of the videos that you're doing. Gain practice with editing, practice uploading, practice with videos, and just all of that goes into doing a video, your presence on camera, and all those kinds of things. So if that's what you're working on, then great. That will certainly help you get to where you need to be. But once you've got your first 30 to 40 videos done and your skill set has improved to the point that you can upload and edit a video pretty good, you might want to consider more evergreen strategy. Just because you have to wonder, well, I have to wonder, will those continuous tablescapes get you the growth that you want on your channel? Now, if you're seeing the channel growth that you want, it's working for you, then fine. Keep doing what you're doing, because the whole idea behind whatever it is you're doing is to grow your channel. But if it's not getting you the results that you need or want, then you might want to reconsider your strategy. The other thing about when you participate in collaborations, they help you expand your circle. You get in front of new eyeballs, so new people see you, that kind of thing. So Antoinette, and Antoinette, I don't know if to call you Aunt or what, because we called you Antoinette for so long, but Antoinette just said she no longer gains new subscribers with Tablescapes. It's disheartening, but it's a message. So here's the thing. And Antoinette says it's a message to do different things, and Ellen said she agrees. And I'm going to put this quote, this quote from Sean Cannell here in your chat box. And I've said it before, and it's don't ever post a video that your subscribers didn't ask for. He says that all the time. Don't ever post a video that your subscribers didn't ask for. Now, what does that mean? I'll use myself as an example. I teach traditional homemaking for today's homemaker, cooking, cleaning, laundry. Sometimes I'll address a healthcare topic because it's relevant for the home or for the family. But I don't do tablescapes anymore. Not unless, let's say, for example, maybe at Thanksgiving time, I might do a tablescape to show my young homemakers how to properly set a table, where to put this and where to put that. but I might do that. But for the most part, I try to focus on my signature content or my brand content, as Cheryl just said, which is cooking, cleaning, laundry, and every now and then something health related. So just think about that. So we've got Crafty Eileen, and I don't think Leanie's on with us tonight, but Crafty Leanie, and her name is Eileen, and we were talking about some new collabs that were coming out, and she was talking about jumping in on one, and I just cautioned her, and I just said, well, is that on brand? And when she thought about it, she said, my brand is DIY. Well, then she made the decision not to participate in a couple of the different challenges. So when you look at these collaborations and these challenges, do they make sense for your brand? And if so, have at it. If not, then just reconsider your YouTube strategy. Now, yes, we want to support our sisters and our brothers. Yes, we do want to get in front of new eyeballs, but whatever challenge you do, you got to make it work for you. Now, one young lady, Patrice at Random Bites of a Sweet Life, she takes that to the next level. She always makes sure that whatever she does is on brand. So if I'm hosting a kitchen vignette, which I did throw up the playlist for the kitchen vignette for fall, but I didn't get my video out because, that's right when my mom had died and all of that. So several people did post theirs in. But whenever she participates in the kitchen vignettes, like tablescapes and vignettes are not typically her thing. But the one we did, but she always makes the DIY because that's what she does. And one Christmas, she made the cutest little penguins. And she showed you on her video how to make the penguins. And then she showed you how she used them in a vignette. So those are just some things to think about. And I probably wouldn't have brought this up, even though I've been thinking about this for a very long time. I never would have said this unless 2 or 3 of you guys brought it up last week. And then it made sense for me to talk about it. Because, I am not the YouTube expert. I am not the YouTube police. But I do like to share when I learn new things. Now, Bright Creations is asking for us to suggest something for her to host. So what you need to do, Bright Creations, is remind us what it is that your channel is about, because I don't remember. I tell you what, some days right now I am so scattered. It's all I can do to remember what day it is. And I think it's all just a part of the stress and just, getting used to, my mom dying and the stress associated with that and all of that. So I wouldn't have said anything if someone hadn't brought it up. So now let me look at the chat. So Cheryl at iStyle My Style says she hasn't done as many, but she's been focusing more on her brand content. That's good. Ellen says her viewers have no problem. She gains most of her new subscribers are from another country, and they find her in the browse feature and suggested videos. So she doesn't really understand it, but she did gain her 1K. And I did notice, Ellen, when I checked your channel tonight, looking for your birthday collaboration, which I couldn't find, you were at 1.1K. And I'm like, way to go, Ellen. So kudos to you two for growing. Not sure what the 4 months is. Biology said she's been doing her own thing a lot and she's still growing. She's got a list of videos that others ask for. And exactly what I've learned from my YouTube mentors and different learning strategy sessions that I've been on, when your viewers ask you a question, that's video. So I get lots of laundry questions. Yeah. So, I get lots of laundry questions. And one young lady sent me a question the other day about having lots of like armpit stains, and that she gets these armpit discoloration under her blouses and dresses, and then they get kind of stiff, and she's trying to figure out how to get it out. So I, sent her back a response, and I thought, oh, that's video. I should probably do a video about that. But it took me a while to realize that. So yes, so So Diva said when she was reading the open collabs, it was Tablescape after Tablescape, and then she realized how many there were. So yes, that's absolutely true. Hey, Andrea Mason, good to have you with us. So yes. So Ellen says that she did her first collaboration in May and she only had 8 subscribers. And then she's gone on to join others. And now she's gained more people in to join her family. And that's how we all start. Trust me, that is how we all start. Everybody starts with 0 and you grow from there. And one of the things we do is to collaborate with other YouTube creators so that we can do that. But if you're in that space, if you're in that space where you need to join a lot of collaborations so that you can grow, then you might want to try to diversify what collaboration you're participating in so that you can attract different people. So there's that. Yeah, Diva says you need to show variety on your channel. And even though I've niched down, I still show variety because I've got cooking, cleaning, laundry. And then Mary at Mary's Nest, she's niched way down. She does, that nutrient-dense foods and cooking like the pioneer. But Girlfriend's got over 250,000 subscribers. There's a lot of people out there in that niche. So she'll talk about sourdough bread one day. She'll talk about making your own pancake mix and how to make, different things like that. So yes, you've got to have a balance between too much and too little variety. So, okay. So that was an aside. That wasn't on my notes for today, but I just thought we should probably come back, revisit that topic. Okay, so now let's do shout outs. And I have to tell you guys, I've got a shout out again for 2 people that we gave shout outs to last week and the week before. And one of those is Darcy at Organized by Darcy. And Girlfriend is rocking it. She is totally rocking it. Since she put out her first video on how to prepare a prepper pantry, she's put out a 3rd one today. And that first video, well, the one that she put out today, when I checked just before we got ready to go on, it was called My Prepper Pantry Emergency Preparedness, Organizing a 3-Month Prepper Pantry. And she had 499 views on it, and it just dropped like earlier today. The second video that she had posted was My Prepper Pantry Grocery Haul, Costco haul for emergency preparedness. And she's had over 1,000 views on that one as of today when I last checked. And then her first one that she posted on My Prepper Pantry Grocery Haul. Oh, I don't think I got the title right. Oh, My Prepper Pantry, Building a 3-Month Prepper Pantry. She's had over 8,000 views on that. So now this is significant for Darcy. Now, other people may get 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 views on all their videos. I don't. And that has not been the pattern for Darcy. So she has significantly grown. She's hit her 1,000 subscriber mark and some, and she's increasing her viewership and her watch time. And she jumped on a trend that works for her, that made sense for her brand. So way to go, Darcy. And then the other one is Sandy at Sister Cousins Lifestyle. I talked about her last week and the week before as well. Sandy has since posted 5 videos in a series on prepper pantry videos. Now, she continues to post her other stuff, her other signature content. And some days the views are up and some days the views are down. My suggestion would be to consider, like I posted my 3 prepper pantry videos, 1 week apart. And then I went to some different topics, and I'm going to start those again, hopefully sometime this week, so that I could go up, 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 and then, if it tapered down a little bit and then go back up. My video today on the sage and orange chicken is doing okay for today. We'll see how long it continues to grow. I tell you, I was really a little nervous about putting up some content other than prepping because the prepping was doing so well, but I didn't want to wear out the algorithm either. And I got the idea for that strategy from the Daryl Eves 30-Day Creator Challenge. Speaking of which, that challenge started again on September 1st. So if you guys are not in the Daryl E's challenge, I highly encourage you to jump on it. You learn so much by going through the challenge, and he approaches analytics and strategy for YouTube a little bit differently than some of the other ones that I've seen, and I like it. I feel like I'm beginning to understand something just a little bit better. So I encourage you to jump on it. And I don't have the link in this one. If you want to, you just you can look for Daryl E's 30-Day Creator Challenge, and it should pop up, and then you can join it that way. Or you can look at the link in last week's video. And I don't get any kickbacks or anything for promoting that, but I just think it's good for us as creators to do that. Okay. Oh, Danielle, the domestic scientist. Hi, Danielle. Welcome, welcome. I think I've spoken to everyone that's jumped on. So if I miss someone, I'll try to find you later. So those are the two shout outs that I wanted to give today. And I will admit, I didn't spend a lot of time looking around for those today, but I do appreciate what people are trying to do to grow their channels. So way to go, Sandy, as well. So if you guys want to drop them a circle up, and I always have to look for my circle. It's never just like right there. So circle up, Sandy and Darcy. And Missy Flower just joined us. So hey, Missy Flower, you welcome, welcome. I think Missy Flower is new. I don't think she's been on with us before. So ladies, welcome Missy Flower. It's nice to have you here. All right. Okay, so now let's get into today's strategy session. And let me get some more to drink. Oh, chicken broth is just so delicious. It's okay. I told the hubby tomorrow after we leave the hospital, after we finish the procedure, we're going to stop somewhere and get a great lunch tomorrow. Because I tell you what, I'm hungry. All right. So today's strategy session, I wanted to talk about a few of the things that I got from the conference. This was the book that I got at last year's conference from Think Media, gave us these little notebooks. And I didn't use it. I had another notebook that I took with me to take notes in. So it's just been tucked away in a little notebook. So I thought it would be perfect to use this year. I got that notebook almost completely filled up with notes. But Bright Creations, before I get started, and in case I missed it, you need to do this. Tell on the screen, like in the chat box, what it is that your channel is about, because I don't remember. Creations is making me wonder if you do DIY, but let people know what it is that you do so they can offer you some suggestions. Okay, so now I'm going to get to today's strategy, which is, first of all, is to talk about camera presence. And one of the things I'm really trying to do is look into the camera lens. And that was one of the things that they talked about at the conference, is that when you are doing a video, you need to look into the camera lens. Now, when I'm doing a live stream, my camera is up here. It's at the top of my computer screen. It's not like straight ahead. So when I'm looking straight ahead like this, I'm still looking down a little bit, but it's not as bad as when I'm looking down like here at my notes or something like that. So I'm trying to remember to look into the camera. So, and when I looked at my last thumbnail, and I believe it was the thumbnail for the orange sage chicken, the thumbnail was terrible. I was like looking like, you know, like slightly off to the side. And all of the images that I shot from that session were terrible. So, you know, I had to use what I had, but it was not good. So you want to try to look straight into the camera. Like right now, I'm looking straight into the camera. When I'm looking like over here, like this, I'm looking a little bit off to my left. And that's what some of you are doing when you're shooting your video. So make sure that you're looking straight into the camera and not over to the side. Because when you're looking over to the side, it's kind of like looking at somebody, like looking at that half of their face. So try to remember to look straight on. And when I used to be doing videos up here, before I tried to remember to do that, I would take a picture of my oldest grandson and I would put it on the wall above the screen, and I would be looking at the picture of CJ. So that when I'm talking to CJ. So that way I'm looking into the camera. So let's see. Bright Creation said she recently completed her watch hours and had her channel review. Well, good. Okay. Be Thrifty said she's blinking when she's using her phone, but on her laptop it's fine. Tammy said she had some problem blinking either. It's not blinking on this end. I don't see anything here. But congratulations, Bright Creations, for having completed your watch hours and you're now being under review. What is your name, Bright Creations? Because I forgot. And Styling with Stacy just joined us as well. So welcome, Stacy. So I am working on trying to make sure I'm looking into the camera, even when I'm talking to you guys. You know, my notes are down here, but my eyes need to be up here. So if I look down, then I need to look back up. All right. Now, the other thing I wanted to address was capturing good shashi. Shashi Ajay Pandey. Shashi. Okay, Bright Creations. I'm going to write that down. So if you guys could give Shashi some ideas on collaborations that she could host, that would be great. All right. All right. So we talked about the looking into the camera. Now, how many of you have had that same issue where you've looked at some of your videos later and your eyes are like this or like that, or just, you know, like that? Who else has had that issue? I catch myself doing that sometimes. And here's the thing. If you've got one of those nice little cameras with a flip top like that, so let's say you've got a camera and it's got one of those flip screens like that. Well, so often what people will do, instead of looking here, they're looking over here. Instead of looking here, they're looking over here. So when you're doing your videos, you want to make sure you're looking here, straight into the lens. Like I'm reminding myself I should be looking up there because that's where you guys are looking, up there. So that makes sense for you guys? Hey, Tam. Diva says she looks at the flip screen a lot. Well, it's okay to look at the flip screen when you get ready to do your thumbnail. Because like sometimes I'll set everything up and then I'll look in the flip screen to see if everything looks okay. And then I try to remind myself, okay, take your eyes back and look directly at the lens. Otherwise, you know, you'll be looking away. So that's just something to think about. Notice I had a prop tonight. I made a point to have my camera up here so I could show you the flip screen. So there's that. And the other thing is, when you're working on your thumbnails, try to plan ahead. Yeah, Carol, it is hard not to look at yourself, but you've got to train yourself to do that. And try to plan ahead when you're working on those thumbnails. So let's say you set everything up and then you get the camera set up. Set the camera on video if you're working by yourself. Like for me, I have the camera set on video so that it's rolling. And then I'll be doing this. Let's say I'm going to show this new mic that I bought. So I might be like, now notice I had to remember to look up here because the camera's up there. So I might go, but notice when I look down and my eyes go off. If I try to look at the screen, so I need to be looking. wait, or whatever. And then you just kind of hold the pose just a little bit so you can capture it on camera. Now, I don't mean snap a picture of it on camera, but when you're doing your editing, you can do a screen capture and catch that image on camera, but you have to remember to hold the pose. So again, if you were doing that, you would be, and notice I looked down for a second to see what I was doing, and then I looked back up. So there's that. I had 2 props tonight. Hot dog. So think about that, guys. Does that make sense for you guys? If that makes sense, then just drop me a yes. Just say yes, that makes sense. Yeah, it's hard not to look at the camera, but, you know, we're all working on that. I mean, we're all trying to level up by 1%. Now, Clarissa says she always looks to the left. So, okay, good. Now, I have to tell you, my little granddaughter, Morgan, oh my gosh, that little Morgie is just the sweetest little thing. And she is just very astute when it comes to video and camera and that kind of thing. Because, I mean, her dad works in television and film. So she knows quite a bit. She was trying to help me sort out something the other day. She's 8. But one day she was watching some videos with me. I don't even remember who it was, but she was sitting beside me. We were watching video, and then I was going to answer comments. And so she was going to, I was going to write comments, and she was going to help me write comments. And this particular person had set up 2 cameras, and they had a camera. I don't know where the cameras were, but they would look at each of the different cameras, but they didn't shift the view. You just saw them looking at this camera, and then they would look over here at this camera. And in one of them, they were holding the camera like, here's my camera here. And they were like holding the thing up to the other camera. And she goes, Grandma, she's holding the thing up to the other camera. And I just had to laugh because she picks up on everything. So I've tried using 2 cameras, and it's hard because it's just hard for me to, first of all, to figure out how to edit with the 2 different cameras, and having so many clips and try to put them together. I don't do that very often. But you do want to try to, look into the lens. And if you need to put, if you've got a viewfinder, and Diva, you say you always look into the viewfinder, turn it back. Don't look at it, because just like it opens out, you can leave it closed. Like once you set the scene up and you know where it's supposed to be, then leave it closed. Then the only place you have to look is into the camera. All right. So Carol said she keeps moving around and takes pictures and uses her remote to snap them for the thumbnails. Is it better to use video? No, Carol, you're doing the right thing. You get better videos when you use your remote and snap them, but I don't know how to do that. I did buy a remote, but I don't know how to use it. And since it's usually just me, I just have to run around and do this and do that. So I will set the video. So when you set it on video, sometimes the images aren't quite as crisp. So if you can use a remote, then you're doing the right thing. That's the best thing to do. Okay. Stacy, it is a lot of work, because I tell you what, by the time I get done with the video, I'm exhausted. But by the time you run around, especially if you're a solopreneur, you set the camera up, you run over here, you stand here, you do the video. Then you run over here because you want to get a close-up of whatever it is you're doing down here. You got to shift position of the camera, or you got to zoom in or zoom out or whatever. If I could learn how to use a remote, that might be a lot nicer. But I don't know how to use one. I got enough I'm trying to sort out without trying to figure out how to use a remote. So, and I'm having a hot flash right now, ladies. I'm just so hot. Look how shiny I'm getting. I kept thinking these things would go away, but apparently not. Okay. So if you're using video, though, then make sure you hold the pose long enough so that when you get ready to snap it or capture it, you can. All right, so there's that. And then the other thing that they talked about at the conference was B-roll, and to really try to make your videos more interesting by using B-roll and not just to be a talking head all the time. One good example of a video that I've done recently where I used a lot of B-roll was my video for the Tuscan chef's knives when I did that product review. And it took me probably a good week to shoot that video because I wanted to really use the knife in a lot of different ways, in all the different ways that I use the knife. So on different days, I had on different clothes, but for the intro and the outro, I tried to at least have on the same thing for that. So you'd have to put things back on. But I would get close-ups of whatever I was chopping with the knife. And then when I was talking about chopping carrots, I would pop in a short clip of me doing that. But if you've not looked at that video, and I'm going to put the title of the video in here, and I'll put it in the description box too, but it is the Tuscan chef's knife product review. I'm not trying to how to make Creole chicken. Now, I'm not trying to shamelessly give myself a plug. That's not what I'm trying to do right here. But I put a lot of B-roll in that video because I wanted to show the different things that I was doing to actually trial the knife. So if you take a look at that, you'll actually see how I use B-roll there. And I try to take a lot of my own B-roll when possible. Well, I always do. I rarely ever buy B-roll or get any off of those free sites, but you can get free B-roll off of Pixabay and Canva if you upgraded that. So Carol says she's got a piece of beadboard that she set up in her craft room to take pictures for her thumbnails, and she's happy with the pictures. I need to do that. She also figured out the square option is better for thumbnails. Stacy says she's learning how to record and edit with B-rolls. She loves that. Yeah, it's huge. They really emphasize that a lot at the conference, that the B-roll just really makes the videos more interesting and it holds attention. So if you want to increase your watch time, which as we all know, whereas content is king, watch time is queen. So we know we've got to get that watch time up. So the B-roll will help you do that. So what is B-roll? B-roll is footage of scenes that represent whatever you're talking about. I can't spell today. So Laura says, is B-roll like transitioning clips? Not exactly transitioning clips. It's like, for example, like in the knife video, I was talking about chopping carrots. So while I'm talking about that I use them to chop carrots, then you see me chopping carrots. Like I cut away from a talking head like I'm doing now, and then you see me chopping carrots. And then it comes back to me, and then I talk about that you need to hand wash the knife and dry it and then put it away. So while I'm talking about, so you need to hand wash the knife, I switch to a scene of me actually washing the knife and then drying it. So that's what B-roll is. So if you're in fashion, clips of shoes, accessories, or pattern close-up, yes, that's B-roll. So if you're talking about a plaid, this or that, then while you're talking about that, you will flash onto a picture of someone doing that. So Thrifty says she thinks she's been doing that, but she's not sure. Well, if you've been showing clips of video other than just you standing there talking, then yes, you've been doing that. So hey, Stephanie, good to have you with us. You know, you're never late. You get here when you can get here because everybody has a life, and it is Sunday. So there's that. And the thing about when you show B-roll is when you show B-roll, show it long enough, but not too long. So more than 3 to 5 seconds is enough. So if I was doing a video, which I will be doing one, of another prepper pantry, and I want to show you empty shelves that I observed at Walmart, then I would switch to the footage of the empty shelves at Walmart. And I would say, and when I went to Walmart, there were so many empty shelves. And I would flip up a picture of the empty shelves just for a couple seconds. Then you would come back and see me talking again. You don't want to dwell on the B-roll too long unless it's really interesting. Okay. So do you guys have any other questions about B-roll? So you want to show B-roll and show it long enough to make a point, but you don't want to dwell on it. Oh, Stephanie, they say your last video was so well done. I'll have to check it out. So Tam says that B-roll to her is a technical term for voiceover. Well, not exactly, Tam, because let's say I'm doing a voiceover and I'm doing a voiceover about how to cook something. And so while I'm doing the voiceover, you see me chopping and cooking and doing all that kind of thing. But while I'm talking about using fresh sage to cook this sage and orange chicken, then what you might see me doing is going outside and picking the sage and then coming back and then continuing to work over. And you can do voiceover for the entire video. So voiceover for the entire video is not going to be B-roll. And yes, B-roll can help you cover mistakes. So let's say there's something that's happened in the video and it's just kind of blurry or whatever, or I don't know, something is crazy. You can put some B-roll over that spot. So the B-roll usually does not have any sound to it. It goes in and you're continuing to talk about whatever it is you're doing. So yes. Oh, hey, Sandra. Good to have you with us. I missed it when you popped in. So all right. So there's that. Any other questions about B-roll? So now Laura says she recently figured out how to zoom in to hide unwanted backgrounds. Boom. Now that's what I'm talking about. I will do that in a minute. Guys, you know what I do? I will have the kitchen, everything all set up. And then my husband will come in, make a sandwich, and then, leave the bread on the counter, swats at the doggone cabinet, but the cabinet drawer is kind of left half hanging open or whatever. And I'm like, seriously? But if it's behind me, I may not notice that he's done that. So yeah. Hey, Cal, how's my sister from another mister? It's good to have you with us today. But yes, you can also use pictures to cover mistakes too. Just import a picture and put it over the area, like, yeah, hubby and kids. I know he always makes a cameo. You guys know that he appears somehow, and I can't remember if there was a cameo on the Creole chicken video or not, but he typically pops in, walks through or something like that. But yes, you can zoom in and zoom out. Just zoom in a little bit just to kind of enlarge the screen, and then that'll take off some of whatever is around the edges. So yes, that's very nice. Carol, Laura wants to know what editor you're using. I use Adobe Premiere. That's just because that's what I learned when I started working on video. I was still at the university, and that's what they taught everyone how to use. So that's all I know how to do. So they're waiting for your answer. Oh, iMovie. Okay, so Carol's using iMovie. Well, good. Tam is using Power Director, and there's a crop button. So that's pretty good too. Danielle said her husband moved his book bag into one of her shots and she didn't see it until it was too late. Honey, trust me, I get it. Like I said, my husband always makes a cameo. Either he's walking through or you hear him doing something. So, yeah. All right. So now let's just talk real quick about affiliate links and monetization. The video assignment for tonight is by Roberto Blake. And what's the name of it? What is the name of that video? I can't remember. I wrote it down. I thought I put it here in my notes, but evidently I did not. But the video assignment for Roberto tonight is from Roberto Blake, and it is about how to make $100 a day on YouTube. Now, I've not looked at the video, but I've heard Roberto before, and I know he always brings good value. If you're not familiar with Roberto Blake, you're missing out. You got to check him out. You know, Karen, I've heard about this Ken Burns effect, and I was wondering what that was. Mary always talks about a Ken Burns or Mr. Burns effect. And I'm like, what is that? So I don't have iMovie, though. So, okay, I'll leave you guys alone. I'll get back over to what I'm supposed to be doing. But Roberto talked about making money, and he talked about using affiliate links and just, I mean, he gave us a master class on making money on YouTube. I'm going to look at that one again, if not 2 or 3 times, because it was amazing. But one of the things that he talked about was that you really need to be thinking of your YouTube channel as a business, and not just a hobby. So for those of you that just hit your 1,000 subscribers, if you've got your 4,000 watch hours, you can join the YouTube Partner Program and monetize. Cal, who are you talking about you don't get along with? Oh, your baby moved back home. Help, girl. I hear there's a lot of that going on right now in the situation with COVID. A lot of people have lost their jobs. They've had to move back home. So, yeah, you guys will just have to sort it out. Now you got somebody to cook for and have dinner with, though. So that'll be fun. All right. But anyway, if you've gotten 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time, you can sign up for the YouTube Partner Program and do that as soon as you can. So do that. And then that means they will run Google ads against your videos. And then when people watch the ads, you can gain money. And what I learned also was that different genres on YouTube make different amounts of money. The business videos make more money than the cooking videos. And certain cooking people make more money than others. So yes. So I would certainly suggest getting monetized as quickly as possible. And I don't believe you can click on the ads on your own channel. So let's say they're running an ad about some new face product that you would like to try on your own channel. I don't believe you can click on those ads on your own channel. Now, if I come to your channel and I click on the ad, that's more revenue for you, because that's even better that I clicked on it and looked at it. And maybe I might even buy something. But you're not allowed to click on your own ads on your own channel. So just keep that in mind. You can get in trouble and, get disbanded from the program. And if there's something on there that you really like, if you go and watch another YouTube channel, trust me, that ad will follow you, and then you can click on it on somebody else's channel. So do take a look at Roberto's video and really his whole channel, because like I said, his whole channel is full of videos about how to make money on YouTube. So now, what were some of my takeaways from Roberto's session? And I'm telling you what, his session was fire. So one of my biggest takeaways from his session is that we are sending traffic to videos that don't make us money. I'm like, what? So he says if you've got a video that's been making good money, then you should be sending traffic to that video instead of sending it to videos that don't make money. So probably most of us will send traffic to the last video that we posted so that we can kind of get traction on that video. But apparently that's not the best strategy. He says you need to send traffic to the video that's making you money. So today, when I did my video on the orange sage chicken, I sent traffic to the video on minted pork tenderloin. I should have been sending traffic to one of my prepper pantry videos because those are the videos right now that are doing the best for me. So I wanted to kind of beef up the mint tenderloin video, but I see now I was using the wrong strategy. So that is something that he said. And I didn't think about that today until I was kind of prepping for tonight's show. And I'm like, oh, I didn't do that right. So there's that to think about. So Tammy said she started doing that this week. So tell me what you started doing this week, Tammy. I might have missed it. So are you sending traffic to the video that does the best for you? Tell me what you're doing. I got you, Ellen. I already got you. I just couldn't find out where I got it from. I couldn't remember if you sent me an email or a text message. I couldn't remember, but I do have you down. So, Tammy, what is it that you said you're doing? Because I missed it. But you've seen a major difference in your numbers. So what is it that you're doing? Okay, so I'll wait for you to pop that up and I'll go ahead. Oh, sending traffic to your top 5 videos. Yes. I'm going to start doing that when I come up with my next video. So yeah, sending traffic to your top 5 videos. Now I have to figure out though, like I have to think, how does it make sense for me to do that? Because whereas my prepping videos are in my top 5 right now, does it make sense to send a person to my prepping videos from an orange sage chicken? So I don't know, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to see what happens. And something that I learned from Mary at Mary's Nest, and I started doing it, and it does help. The video that she wants people to go to, she will post that video link in the comment section, which people always see. You know, that's the first thing you see in your pinned comment. Put the link that you want them to go to there just to make it easy for them. So they can just click on it and they're right where you want them to be. So you've already made a call to action and said, click on my, watch my video on how to make pork tenderloin with mint and oregano, and then put that link in the comment section so they can click on it. Yes, you can use iCards for that and other ones, but now I only give a call to action for one video, and that one video, whereas I will put a link in the description in the iCards and in the description box, I will also put that link that I want them to click on most in the comment section so they see it. Send viewers even if they're older videos. See, now that's a good question, Carol. That's a good question. So I guess on one aspect, if all of your content is related, it should probably be related. I mean, it should probably make sense. Oh, okay. So Karen is saying, I could say it's hard to get ingredients sometimes now for these recipes. So watch my, oh, boom. I'm going to have to remember that. I'm going to have to come back later and get that comment. But yeah, that makes sense. So when I'm talking about a recipe, I can say it is hard to get some ingredients. So check out my prepper pantry. Thank you. That's very good. I never would have thought of that. So Tammy said she gained an extra 220 subscribers this week. Tammy, tell us again what you did because we want to know. Oh, an extra 220 views. Okay, gotcha. Makes sense. Makes sense. But still, that's good. I'll take it. I'll take it. So she said, even if they're old, her applesauce video is still good. So good. Okay. All right. Well, that's a good thing to know. So I'm going to start working on that. So when I get it figured out, I'm going to drop my next video in our Level Up Friday thread, and so I can let you guys see how I'm doing with that. So anyway, that was my comment, one of the comments from Roberto about the not sending our traffic to our highest producing videos. And then the other thing that we should do to help ourselves make money is you should all have, well, I won't say all. If you've got at least 500 subscribers, you should have an affiliate link. Maybe get yourself an Amazon store and then have an affiliate link so that you can promote products that you are using in your videos. So for example, Darcy's video today, she had these really nice little tiered shelves that she had her canned goods on. And I was like, hey, where'd she get those? I was just really trying to peep those can racks. And I thought, well, if I like that, other people like that. And who knows, maybe I might want to check that out. Stephanie said so she sent them to her pot people or wedding centerpiece video. Well, Stephanie, you could. This is the thing though. Your wedding centerpiece video, I know that's one of your oldest videos now that I think about that. And so I don't know, because that video I know is at least 3 or 4 years old. So how can you make it relevant for a video today? So let's say you were doing one of your Tablescape videos, and you might say something like, so if you really like this Tablescape, and you're into doing weddings, or you help with weddings, you might want to check out my video on wedding centerpieces. So figure out a way to get it in there. So Darcy says she's got that can organizer from Walmart. So Darcy, if you buy a lot of Walmart things, you should have a Walmart affiliate link. I know Michelle at My Everyday Wife Life, she's got, I think, Walmart, Target, and a couple others. So you should probably have a Walmart affiliate link, but definitely everybody should have an Amazon affiliate link, and then other stores that you shop with frequently so that people can purchase things from you. So Diva said she's got those can organizers and they're awesome. And I bought a set of can organizers from my prepper pantry, but I bought it since I put up my video. So be thrifty. You said you've got a you're gonna have to tell me again when we get down to that point, just so I don't forget it. But I know you guys are you in that head-to-head challenge that they're having? The Make a New challenge. Oh, okay. I'll get it. Don't let me forget it. I'll get it. Oh, Michelle just popped on. Hey, Michelle. Now, Michelle, you use magic links. I don't know what those are. You have to tell us what those are. And it links for a bunch of stores. And Carol has a question about Amazon affiliate links. Go ahead and ask about it, Carol. So because we need to address those. But so go ahead and put yours in. Hey, Kenya. But everyone should have an Amazon affiliate link. Now, the payout is not great. I think the most I ever made off an Amazon affiliate link was $12. But that was good for me because I never made that much before. But now I am making a concerted effort that when I'm using various things, that if there's an Amazon link for that, then I use it. Because I typically would just do stuff, use stuff, and not even talk about it. But then I noticed that people are asking, well, where did you get that? And then I thought, oh, I should put the link in there. So you all should be doing that. Like I said, those little Pioneer Woman measuring cups that I have, I saw Diva with those, and she didn't have an Amazon link at the time. So I went on Amazon and bought them myself, but I would have bought them from her. And speaking of affiliate links, you can help out your YouTube sisters or brother by purchasing from their Amazon stores or using their Amazon links. So you guys always say, well, what can I do to help you? Or what can I do to help my YouTube creators? Shop at their Amazon store. I guess I haven't seen that part where it says they can use your videos however they want. I'm not sure what that means. I've not noticed them using any of my videos. I don't know. You can join an affiliate program. Like, for example, Amazon has an affiliate program. You have to go to the Amazon website or type in Amazon affiliate link or Amazon influencer program, and then, just Google it. And then they have a page that will tell you what you can do to sign up for the program. You have to apply. and they may or may not accept you. But if you've got, I would say, at least 500 subscribers, they'll probably accept you. And then you just, read all their terms of service and then just follow the process. But magic links, though, I'm going to have to check that out because I don't know what those are. But yeah, that is a good question. So I'll look into that some more, but I don't know the answer to that. And then Darcy, when I was asking you about those can racks, I was just asking about those, just saying how people do. Like they'll be looking, like what is that back there? And then, oh, I like that in the pantry. Where can I get one? So you want to have the things that people can purchase from you. And that was the biggest thing that Roberto talked about. You need to have merchandise or a buy button or some way for your viewers, your subscribers to purchase from you because they want to do that. And so if you make it easy for them, they will. So there's just that. So super easy program. I'm going to look for that magic links. Magic links because I buy a lot at Target and Walmart, and I don't have an affiliate program with either one of those. So I'm going to check on that, Michelle. So like I said, I've not been good previously at putting in affiliate links or encouraging people to buy products, but now I'll try to say so. If you like any of the products that I've been using in today's video, I've got them linked in the description box below. Or I might say, you know what, I'm really enjoying using this Instapot. And if you want to check it out, I've got a link in the description box below. Because you really don't want to like try to sell, but let people know that you've got a way for them to check out whatever it is that you're using. So there's that. Okay. There. And I get a lot of questions on my aprons. Yes, Cheryl says she's not been getting much either, but I don't know. I just keep thinking one day when I was at the conference and Roberto was talking about his Amazon link, and then Sean Cannell was talking about the Think Media Amazon link. They make like $40,000 or $50,000 a month with affiliate links from Amazon. Now, granted, I don't have that kind of equipment, nor do I have that kind of reach. For example, Sean Cannell has over 1 million subscribers on his Think Media channel or his Video Influencers channel. Roberto has almost 750,000. So he's got more reach, more people, but they also use products that are much more expensive. Like if I was doing a lot of camera stuff and I was promoting cameras and camera equipment, then what I would be my return on investment would be a lot more. I'm, looking at measuring cups and measuring spoons and Instant Pots and that kind of thing. So yeah, it depends upon the different genres. And then Laura wants to know, where do I buy my aprons? Well, I get most of my aprons from Amazon. Probably half of them have come from Amazon. This particular one I picked up, I believe, at Target. I was there shopping one day and I just happened to go down their little apron session and I'm like, oh my goodness, because I love red. So I snapped it up right away. But several of them, my daughter has given me, like one of my favorite ones, the black and white striped one with like yellow flowers on it. I got that for my daughter as a gift. My husband's ordered a couple for me, but most of them come from Amazon. So I always put links to I've got a little link that says shop my aprons because people really want to, they want to know where I get them. I'm going to come out with my own line of aprons. I'm going to figure it out somehow. I'm just going to figure it out. So if you guys have any suggestions on what kind of company I could contact so I can have my own line of aprons, I would love to know. All right. So there's that. So my question of the day is, what are your thoughts on making money on YouTube? Oh, so Lifestyle of Laura says she's found a few on Amazon, but they're too small. If you look at, I probably shouldn't do this, but if you look at any of my videos on my regular channel, This and That with Denise Jordan, I will post shop my aprons, especially the last 6 or 7 videos. I've got links where it says shop my apron. And then you click on one of those and you can look at all the different ones that are in there. But some of the aprons have really, you want to buy the ones with extra long ties. Hang on one second. I will show you what I mean. Just 1 second, I'll go get that. This is a big no-no. You're not supposed to leave the screen, but. Oh, I didn't know you were here. Sorry. But this is probably my favorite one next to the one I've got on. Now, my daughter got this one for me as a birthday gift, and it was from Amazon. So I've got this one linked below. But this one I bought for myself, and I got it on Amazon. And it has what they call extra long ties. So what you want to do is get the ones with the extra long ties. So this one just has regular length ties. So, but if you get the ones with the extra long ties, and I'm just going to fold it over and just show you what I mean. If you get the one with the extra long ties, you can wrap it around you if you need to. So if you're a larger lady, you've got more room to work with. So get the ones with the extra long ties. And it should say that in the description. If it doesn't say extra long ties, then you don't want that one. And then the front part that comes around you should pretty much be for everybody. Okay, so let's say. Yeah, you don't want to get the child size one. You want to get the Carol. Well, I was trying to show her. That's why I went to go get that thing for her. Teespring has aprons, but not the kind I like. I like to wear this kind. I like the kind with a little bib and then a skirt, that kind of thing. I like the more feminine kind. So this is what I'm looking for. Now, who knows? I may not be able to find it. I may end up with Teespring. Who knows? We'll see. Okay. So yeah, so make sure you don't get the child size ones. And oh, Cheryl, you were at the conference. What is your last name, Cheryl? Because I was trying to look at all the pictures to see if I recognized anybody. And I saw LaTanya. I'm pretty sure that was LaTanya. Oh, I've got a blue checked one that I got at Target. But if they've got a black one, yeah, I like the checked ones too. Okay, Diva, I'm sorry. All right. Okay. So again, the question of the day is, what are your thoughts on making money on YouTube? Is this something you want to do, or is YouTube just a hobby? Tell me in the chat box or in the comment section. And Michelle, I love wearing aprons. I wear them every day. When I was washing dishes earlier tonight, I forgot to put one on. Then I was like, oh, I got to get my apron. Because, you know, it just protects your clothes and all that kind of thing. Okay, so now let's get to the open invites and collaborations. And I'm going to go through those, and then we will be done. This was a fun session today, guys. I just had fun with this one. So Laura says making money is a bonus for a fun hobby. I agree with that. I want to make some money, though. I would appreciate getting paid on YouTube. Definitely. I want to make some money. At first, I just started out as a hobby because I just thought it would be fun, just something to do. And then I thought, there's money in this? You can make some money? No, I'm like, well, let me make some of it. So, yes. Okay, so let me go ahead and get these collaborations done so we can wrap this puppy up. All right, so today is September 13th. So it's the Fall Wreath collaboration hosted by Shangielivinglifetothefullest and co-hosted by GGFaisson, Love My Babies Forever, who's Tam, and then Tam at Love My Babies Forever, and Tammy at Me, Myself, and DIY in it. September 13th is also the Harry Potter collaboration hosted by The Mug Life and Kiki DIYs. Oh, excuse me. September 13th is also Keep It Simple Sunday, a monthly collab hosted by Melissa Makes It DIY. And then September 14th, which is tomorrow, is the Bathroom Vignette Challenge Fall 2020 hosted by Saving with Miss B. And you know she does this every season where you swap out your bathroom vignette. September 15th is the Fall Modern Colors DIY Challenge hosted by the Schwowin's Nest and A Perfect Place to Start. September 15th is also the Purge Declutter Challenge hosted by Kimberly Davis at Diva Designing on a Dime. And she does this a couple of times a year. So this is the Fall Challenge. September 18th is the Tuscan Tablescape Collab hosted by Mary Keys of Happy Home Décor and co-hosted by Glamour Ellen, Candy at DIY Designs. Candy of DIY Designs by CCW, Antoinette of Ant's Place, Jeff from My Take on Home and Garden, and Julie, the Thrifty Designer. September 19th is Falling into Harvest Tablescape, hosted by Shangi Living Life to the Fullest and co-hosted by Marilyn at Fabulous Designs on a Budget. Me, Myself, and I DIY'd It. That's Tammy. Timeless Elegance Designs by Dee and GGFaisson. September 19th is the Fall Bar Cart collaboration. Looks like we've got about 4 on September 19th. I'm getting a note popping up, so I was trying to see if somebody was sending me a collaboration that I need to mention. All right, so there were 3 or 4 on September 19th. The Falling into Harvest Tablescape, the Fall Bar Cart collaboration hosted by Fabulous Designs on a Budget and Diva Designing on a Dime. Also, Fall DIY and Decor Challenge hosted by the DIY Mommy, and that's the big one on the 19th. And then also the Wakanda Forever Tablescape hosted by If It Ain't Cheap, I'm Not Buying It. So all 4 of those events are on September 19th. And when I say the DIY Mommy on the 19th is the big one, remember when you get into that playlist, you might get 200 or 300 or more new eyeballs on your channel because she will get 100 to 150 people in her playlist. She's got over 500,000 subscribers. So it's a good one to be in. Oh, it's Flippin' Friday is September 18th with Board or Banana. So I'll have to get that in. September 18th, Flippin' Friday. Board or Bananas. I think I've already popped the list in the description box, so I'll have to add that. September 19th, I mentioned Falling into Harvest, the Fall Bar Cart Collab, Fall DIY, and the Wakanda Forever. You know, I was thinking, one of my brother-in-laws, who is terrible, he's always making fun of people, and he said, he was talking about church and the person reading the announcement, and he was like, no, it was Steve Harvey that did this. Steve Harvey was doing one of his jokes, and he said, why do they pick folks in church to read the announcements that can't read? Well, what I now realize is it's not that folks can't read. Sometimes they can't see. You know, as you age and your eyes change, it's like, what is that? So that's what it is. It's not that they can't read. They're having difficulty seeing. Okay, so September 20th, the Fall in Love Challenge 2020, hosted by Uniquely Tay and co-hosted by At Home with Mary J, Tablescape Diva, and Me, Myself, and DIYing It, which is Tammy. September 21st is the Useful DIY Challenge with a boho DIY theme, and that's hosted by Moom at Moom Das Life Handmade and Maria of Artsy Cupcake. September 22nd there's 4 on September 22nd. 4. So you guys are going to have to choose, I suppose. The Fall Home Tour, September 22nd, hosted by Rocky Mountain Gardens and co-hosted by Sonia from Domestic Diva Home. Also, the Fall Fireplace Challenge, hosted by Creatively Miss Me with Stephanie. Also, the Thank You God Tablescape, and I somehow neglected to write down who is hosting that. I forgot to write that down. Sorry about that. And also the $5 Goodwill Challenge, hosted by Hillary of Old World Home. Do you guys know who's hosting the Thank You God Tablescape? I neglected to write that down. September 24th is the Pink Pumpkin Decor Challenge, hosted by Antoinette at Ant's Place and co-hosted by Pretty Inspired Decor and My Style, My Colors. September 25th is the Fall Coffee Bar Beverage Bar Collab, hosted by Kimberly Davis and co-hosted by Kenya's Decor Corner. September 25th is also It's a Fall Affair, a seasonal challenge co-hosted by Tammy, I Love My Babies Forever, and At Home with Catherine B. September 26th is the Silver Moon Tablescape Collab, hosted by It's Just Me Robin and the Sophisticated Ladies Club. September 30th is the Dollar Tree Tablescape, hosted by Glamour Ellen, and I think she's hosting this one for her birthday. October 11th is the Keep It Simple Sunday monthly collab, hosted by Melissa Makes It DIY. And then I've got the December 5th $10 Thrift Challenge Winter 2020, hosted by Diva Designing on a Dime with Kimberly Davis. If I have overlooked any, please let me know and I will get them in. So Stacy said there's a Mackenzie Child inspired one for the 24th. Let me get that on here. Mackenzie Childs. Inspired Thanksgiving Tablescape. September 24th. Hosted by the Glam Squad, but who is that? At least one name, because here's the thing. What I need to be able to do is go over to that person's channel and check out their invite video or see something, or maybe their community tab. And there's no way for me to look up the Glam Squad. Like, for example, when I gave the one about so-and-so and the Sophisticated Ladies Club, I had the name of at least one of the members in the club. So you could go to that person's channel and look at the invite video. So who I need one name, Stacy, from the Glam Squad. If you're in that, we could use your name, and there's an invite video somewhere on your channel, but I need the name of someone so that when I list these, people can go to that channel, do your due diligence, and look at the details for the challenge. Because that's what I encourage you all to do, is go over to the channel and look at what they say, just in case I get it wrong, because every now and then I do. Okay, what else? So Michelle says YouTube's a hobby for her. She's not opposed to making money, and she makes a little every now and then, but she usually breaks even, which is good. Also, the channel name is The Glam Squad. Okay, I was thinking it was like one of those ladies clubs. All right, so The Glam Squad is the channel name. Okay, I'll go and look for that. Styling with Stacy, Glam Squad. Oh, okay, hang on. So the Glam Squad is a ladies group. That's what I thought. And so I needed a name for that. Oh, the Thank You God Challenge, Lady Phoenix. I could not remember. But now that you say that, I can hear her voice as clear as a bell, giving the information about that. B52, to add yours and Anna's. Tell me what yours is, B52. Okay, October 6th, Mad Hatter's Tea Party. I think Tracy Ann did that last year. but I think she's taken a little bit different direction. So it's by Aunt's Place. And who are you doing that Mad Hatter's Tea Party with, Aunt? Is it just you or you and somebody else? And I'll find the board or bananas. I got to find that one. Let's see, the Sunday Fun Day. Oh, the Sunday Fun Day. I forgot about that one. Sunday Fun Day. September 27th. Deco Easy. I can go and look. See, that way, if there's a name, I can go and look. See, I can go to the channel and check. So, Stacy, October 15th is what? Oh, the Mackenzie Child's inspired Thanksgiving Tablescape is October 15th. Okay. So I can go and check that. I'll check that. See, that's why it's helpful if I have the name of the channel, because then I can go and look, make sure I get the good information. So Ellen says she's the co-host in Mad Hatter. And Kale, if it ain't cheap, I'm not buying it. So Ellen. Oh, okay. So Aunt's Place and Kale at If It Ain't Cheap and Glamour Ellen. Okay. All right. All right. I think I got them all. I hope so. Make a new challenge October 8th. And who is the one that does that Make It New? I know you just told me. The Make a New challenge is by who? I forgot. I'll double check. So for you ladies that have a club, that has a club that you've formed, like the Glam Squad and Sophisticated Ladies and things like that, you've got to make sure that when you post those videos that at least one name, like maybe the host that week is Glamour Ellen, and then Glamour Ellen and the Glam Squad, so that I can go and whoever is looking for the information can go to Glamour Ellen's channel and look at the information for the video. Because if you just say it's hosted by the Glam Squad, there's no way I can find that. So that's just a word of caution. Make sure that whoever is the host for that week, make sure you say their name in their channel, and then the Sophisticated Ladies or whoever, like Liz at Jazzy Green Home Decor and the Sophisticated Ladies. So then I know, okay, I can go to Liz's channel and find all the details for the information, that kind of thing. All right, anything else? No, Moss Family TV Food Friday. Food Friday. What is that? I mentioned that once before. I've heard of that once before. I can't remember now what it was. What is that? Moss Family TV. I can go and look for them if I have to. Oh, you're quite welcome. Moss Family TV Food Friday. I'll have to see when that is. And I should be able to find them under Moss Family TV. So yes, Bright Creations, there's a bunch of different ones in there. Try to pick one that speaks to you, that represents your content. Well, okay, ladies, it's time for us to wrap it up. We've been on an hour and a half, and I'm going to go and check on the hubby. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.